decided to attend the Akram Vignan Ceremony because a dear, dear friend of mine suggested that I do. And I had known this friend for a very long time, and she knew me before I even became a mother, which has been my main role in life for the last 9 years now. So she kind of was sensing, I think, that I was ready to come back deeper into myself and into kind of understanding and contentment that I had experienced with different meditation techniques and experiences before I was a mother. And I kind of felt like I was ready for something different. I got so drawn into the relative world when I became a mother, and there were so many practical things to do that I kind of felt like I lost a little bit of myself or my inner sanctuary or my home that I, prior to becoming a mother, was so deeply grounded in because I had this very, very rich meditation oriented background where I would just spend months, a year in silent retreat and just meditating all day long. And so when I heard about this ceremony and just all of the different wonderful experiences that people were having, I thought, oh, wouldn't this just be such a wonderful solution? Because, you know, I don't really have a ton of time to just spend meditating all day long, even though I'd like that. And I kept hearing that this ceremony just transforms you. And it's just an hour or a few hour long, event that can really just shift your life and kind of redirect you on a path of contentment and liberation and freedom. And I wanted that so deeply in myself. I wanted to come back home within this new role that I'm playing as a mother. And I really want to be able to raise my children from this awareness of just really understanding the mind and the body and how it all interplays, and understanding karma and understanding how life works all together. And I think that I sensed through everybody sharing that this was something that the Gnan Vidhi Ceremony offered. And I attended a few of the calls with a wonderful man named Uwe, and it felt like there was just a certain type of clarity that I would get each time I was on the call. And there were still pieces of it that I wasn't quite understanding, but I felt something, and it felt like it had the answers that I was looking for. And even though I couldn't really understand some of the things intellectually, my beloved and I just kind of kept coming along to the Zoom calls, and then eventually did the Gnan Vidhi ceremony. And our lives have been transformed completely. And it's almost beyond words, but I'll try to do the best I can to explain the shifts and the lessons that are most prominent for us. One more piece that I would love to share the importance and value of what has been in my life has been the process of Pratikraman. And what I've realized is that I have been really holding on to so many of my mistakes, and out of just disappointment in myself and this feeling of shame. And I've really not realized that through holding on to that, I've been justifying my mistakes. And I've been, really saying, for example, if I raise my voice at one of my children, or I get angered by something that happens between them and I might, have this feeling of like, oh, I feel so bad that I just got angry at them. And I might even relay this to my husband. I feel so bad that I got angry with them, but they were just being so loud and rude, or something along those lines. And I didn't realize that in saying that, but, and then whatever follows, that I was really continuing and perpetuating that mistake. And the moment that I would really, see that and say, no, there's no excuse. I never need to get angry at my children or at anything in my life. It's all happening due to this scientific circumstantial evidences. And I don't need to, justify my wrongs anymore. And I actually, even better, can actually separate from them and have a way to forgive myself. And in separating from that tightness around, whatever guilt I'm feeling and holding on to the mishap, in separating from that, I really have come to see that the mistakes are getting less and less, and some of them have disappeared completely. And it's just amazing to me to be able to mother from this entirely different place, this really place of perfection that I've known has been a possibility, but felt so distant when I was so immersed in who I thought I was. And so I think that's been the greatest gift of this, is really seeing that I can come out of the imperfections and I can heal, and I can really be who I really am when I don't justify those imperfections anymore. And I'm excited to see what changes continue to occur. I mean, it's only been half a year since I've attended the Gnan Vidhi Ceremony, and I can't imagine a year from now what I'll be like, and it just feels so exciting to me. So I really just wish that, especially I feel so much compassion for parents, because I know that it's so easy to get wrapped up in the duties and responsibilities. And I just really wish this for all parents, to be able to see that sometimes we make mistakes as parents, but we can move out of them and we don't need to continue to repeat them. And it just has to do with a simple redirection and re-seeing that we can, really, really embody and ground as who we really are, and really parent from this perfect place. And what a world that would be, to have these kids be growing up with parents who really know who they are and are living and setting the example of what that is for our children. So, yeah.